on this computer. Okay, welcome everybody. Today is February 20th, Monday, President's Day. Yes, that's right, it's a holiday. For some anyway, and a celebration for others, a recognition for sure. I'm very happy that you guys are with us here today, and I'm super excited to introduce our special guest for today. Myself, my name is Brit-Simone. I have been with Nerium for over 4 years. Absolutely love the company culture, the products that we share, and most importantly, our Nerium family. It's a great way to build a business, no matter whether you're a super part-time and spare time person, somebody who wants to maybe transition this into more full-time, or somebody who's going to replace corporate income without all the corporate headaches. Whatever you want, you can accomplish your dreams with what Nerium has to offer. And that is why Cindy is here today, who's been with Nerium pretty much since day one. She's had an amazing experience, and she's here to share with us why Nerium is an incredible opportunity to really take a good look at. So Cindy, you go ahead, take it away. Thanks so much for being with us here today.
Well, hi. First, I want to say hi to everyone. How's everyone doing today? Well, this is sure an honor and a privilege and a joy to be here today. And I'm so glad I'm able to spend a few moments with everyone. And I just love it when I get to share some good news. And of course, I definitely think sharing Nerium is good news, because this is a company that's totally changed my life, and it's totally changed my skin. It's totally changed my family's life. And so I'm just going to tell you just a few things, basically how I got in Nerium, why I got in Nerium, and kind of what my life is like today. But first of all, my background is I used to be a registered nurse. I'm a single mom of 2 boys. And when I saw Nerium, my life was very, very, very different than what it is today. I was struggling financially. I wasn't happy. I was waking up with anxiety. I just felt like I had the world, the weight of the world on my shoulders. And I was living paycheck to paycheck, not even paycheck to paycheck. I was running out of I was running out of money before month. And so I definitely was looking for some way that I could supplement my income. I kept saying to myself, Cindy, you just can't keep going on like this. You have to figure out a way to, do something, because I was so stressed out. And one thing I found out about myself back then is, I just don't do poor well. I'm not happy when I'm poor. And so I definitely was looking for some way that I could supplement my income. And, people would sometimes show me things, and for some reason, nothing looked good. I never really saw anything that really got me excited, really until Nerium fell in my lap, and it just fell in my lap. My girlfriend just threw a brochure on my bed one day and said, "Hey, Cindy, we need to look at this company. They've got this anti-aging breakthrough." Back then, we just had one product, the night cream. And she said, "This company looks great." She showed me some before and after pictures. So, remember that. Never always show before and after pictures, because that got my attention. And then she said, "This company is, anti-aging. It's new. They're looking for people that want to make some money, working from home, promoting the product, endorsing the product." And I heard 2 things. I heard make money, and I heard anti-aging. I thought, wow, those are 2 things really, really near and dear to my heart. And I took a look at it. I thought, what do I have to lose? I'm not happy now. And I remember back then we got in the car and drove down to Portland, Oregon to go look at a presentation. And, that was a 3-hour drive. So for me, I thought, well, that was a big deal, because I had to get up at 5. I never forgot that day. And I thought, I must be serious. I must really be serious about wanting to find out about this new company called Nerium. And when we went there, back then the company was actually just a little bit less than a year old. And there was these 2 gals that got up there and talked about the company and the product and how great everything was. And I'll never forget it. They went on and on about the product and how it was grown in this medical biotech orchard, and it was beyond organic, and how wonderful it was. And that, during the clinical trials, that they did all these clinical trials for 2 years, and it came out #1. And I remember really liking what I was hearing, because I thought, I like #1. I certainly don't want to put #2 or #3 on my face. I was happy that it came out #1. And so at the end, I just asked these girls, what are you guys making? And, because they never mentioned it. And this was totally a presentation just on the product, totally product. Everything was product. The one thing really about money. And so I thought, I'm a single mom. I'm really serious about looking at a way to supplement my income. And I always thought to myself, I've always been a dreamer. I've always been looking for ways to do great things in life, but I never really had a vehicle, to run with my dreams really until Nerium fell in my lap. And these girls, when they told me what they were earning, I just about fell out of my chair because I couldn't believe they were actually making that much. And they told me they were making about $8,000 a month, and I thought, no way. I mean, I didn't say that, but I remember saying to them, wow, you guys must be rock stars, to be able to make that kind of money in less than a year, because I knew people could make money in home-based businesses, but I always thought it took a decade. I always thought it took years and years to ever make the kind of money you really wanted. And I said to them, you guys must be just really, really talented. And they said, no, it's not us. It's the product. The product rocks. People go to bed. They put the product on at night. They wake up in the morning. They like the results. And when you have the hottest product in the hottest industry, which is anti-aging, you're bound to make money. That is a formula for success. And so I got really excited, and I liked what I saw. I mean, things that really made me decide to align myself with Nerium were, number one, their growth. Their growth was up and to the right, which it still is. The company is constantly growing. Every year they're growing more and more. I mean, every year they're doubling in sales. So that's a clue. And there was just so many things I liked. Of course, I liked the product. I loved that it was an anti-aging product, because I definitely love anti-aging. And I thought, who doesn't want to look younger? And there was just certain other things that just caught my eye. Like, I liked that 30% of all the profits went back to cancer research. I thought that was huge. I loved that they had these cute, beautiful little videos that I could show people that, said the whole story. I thought, wow, they even have videos I can send people. It kind of does my work for me. And I just felt really good about this company. And I remember saying to my mother, I can't find anything I don't like. And so I just really, really did some research on the company, started using the product. And I have to tell you, what the product did to my face just really blew me away, because in about 7 days, it got rid of my little lines that were here, these little lines that were above my lip. And those lines I hated. I hated them more than any line on my face, because they made my lipstick bleed up to my nose. And so I hated those lines. And now I don't have those. Those lines are gone. I mean, so of course now I'm happy and see my lipstick isn't bleeding anymore. And then I had these really big laugh lines. And around probably day 10, those laugh lines were gone. And that's when I remember saying to myself, what's in this stuff? I can't believe this, because before Nerium, I was actually using another skincare line pretty faithfully for 6 years. And now I'm thinking, what did that skincare line do to my face? I mean, didn't get rid of one line. I think it just made my face look a little bit more supple. That was it. So then around day 18, my dark circles, like, we're Italian, like the whole family, we're all 100% Italian. Everybody has dark circles. I used to say to myself, just get used to it, Cindy. It's hereditary. You have dark circles. It's your heritage. You're never going to get rid of them. Day 18, my dark circles started to get lighter. I was like, what? And then my bags started to go away. And I've always been a person that I don't know what it is. I don't know if I wasn't getting enough sleep or what, but I always seemed, or maybe I had allergies, I don't know, but I always seemed to wake up with bags. And so then I noticed around 18 days, 3 weeks using the product, my bags were going away. So that made me really, really happy. And then around, day 30, my crow's feet are gone. They were gone. I didn't have your average crow's feet. I had the crow's feet that went this way, like everybody, but then I had the ones that went that way. So I had like a railroad track here. So that was totally gone. And you want to know the great news? 4 years later, these are still gone. I still don't have, that's what I like about Nerium. You can put it on your face, and for people like me that had lines, it reverses them. And since I've been using Nerium, I haven't had a new line come onto my face. So, of course, do you think I'm ever going to get off it? But people that don't have lines, like say people that are younger, like my son, who's in his 20s, he'll never get a line, because I'm in the restoration mode. He's in the prevention mode. And although I will say Nerium did get rid of every blackhead on his nose, so he's looking pretty amazing. He probably could model now. He looks so good. But anyway, this was just my story with the product. Oh, but here's what made me the happiest. Around 3 months using this product, my neck, which was really hanging, it was just like hanging a little bit, like little half mood, that started to get tight. And that's when I thought, okay, when you can find a product that's a lotion that you can put on your neck and your neck gets tighter, and it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you're going to love that product and you're going to want to use it. So, when you have a product like that you didn't need any surgical procedures. In fact, I've got a friend that has a couple of medical spas, and he has access to every wonderful, incredible product out there. And people that come to him and say they want a facelift, he says, here, he gives them Nerium night cream. He says, try this first. And I think that speaks volumes. He says, you know, $10,000 versus, you know, this little one bottle that's like $90. I mean, how wonderful is that? So I fell in love with the product and fell in love with the company. I remember looking at this company and I remember saying to myself, Cindy, this is the company you've waited your whole life for. I mean, this is a company that's doing it right. This is a company that's going to change your children's lives. This is a company that's going to change your mother's life. I mean, I basically got in for two reasons, because my two boys, their college loans were due in 3 months, and I was stressed out about that. I was really worried about the college loans and how I was going to pay them, because I really didn't have the money to pay the college loans. This was April when I joined, and the college loans were due in June, and I was really stressing out about those. I thought, you know, what do they do to people that don't pay them? We're about to find out. And those college loans were $800 a month. I mean, they were ridiculous. It was just, who has that hanging around the house? I certainly didn't. I didn't have that kind of money for the college loans. So I thought to myself, wow, if I can make some money in Nerium, I could start paying off some of those college loans. And then my mom was stressed out financially, and at the time she was 83, and she had my brother moved in with her, and he lost his job, and his son moved in with her, and he lost his job. And all of a sudden my mother, you know, at this later stage in her life, she's supporting 3 adults on a fixed income. And so she was stressed out financially, and I was stressed out. I mean, I was even waking up with anxiety in the morning, worried about how I was going to pay my bills. And she was doing the same thing. And I felt bad. I couldn't even help my mother. And I thought, boy, if I could make some money in Nerium, I could help my mom. Maybe I could start sending some money home and just, you know, giving her a better life. Why should she be so stressed out at this stage of the game in her life? And so these were the reasons I jumped into Nerium. I just thought I could help my mom financially. I could help my boys financially. And, you know, of course, help myself financially. And anybody who wants to lock arms with me, my attitude was, you know, I'm going to the top with this company. Whoever wants to, you know, partner with me, I'll take them to the top with me. And that's been my message from day one. And I just remember saying to my mom, you know, this company, they're doing everything right. And then I thought, boy, if this company wants to pay me, you know, $8,000 a month, that was what I got stuck in my head, because that's what those girls were making. And I kept thinking, if they can make it, I can make it. And I didn't know how. I had no idea how I was going to, but I just thought, if they can do it, I can. And that's always been my MO. My attitude's been, okay, if they can do it, I'm gonna do it, or at least I'm gonna try really hard to do it. And I said to my mom, if this company wants to pay me $8,000 a month and give me a $50,000 car, why wouldn't I take advantage of it? Why wouldn't I at least try? Why wouldn't I at least, you know, roll up my sleeves, go to work, and try to get that? I mean, other people earned the car. Other people were making good money. Why not me? And so, you know, that attitude has served me very well in this business. And this was before I even knew that you got a $50,000 bonus. I didn't even know that. Imagine how happy I got when I found out that Nerium gave you a $50,000 bonus, because when I found that out, I said to myself, wow, that's really going to change my life. That'll change my mother's life. That'll change my life. That'll change my son's life, my kids. I mean, if a $50,000 bonus doesn't change your life, I don't know what does. So I was just so excited. I thought, this company, they've got all the right pieces of the puzzle. They're doing it right. And I just start calling people, and I just start saying, hey, I'm working with this medical biotech company. And I said, I'm doing something new. And you know, they say, what? And I just would say, I'm working with this medical biotech company. And, you know, I'm launching their first anti-aging product. I mean, up until now, all their products have been for medicine, you know, for different diseases like rheumatoid arthritis and stroke, cancer, HIV. But now they just accidentally discovered this night cream, this serum. And, you know, I don't know if everyone knows how this happened, but they were doing clinical trials at MD Anderson Cancer Research Center in Texas, and they were doing clinical trials for from this little serum, from this little Nerium plant for squamous and basal cell carcinoma on the neck and face. And people kept coming back and saying, we don't know what this little serum is doing for our face, for our skin cancer, but look at my crow's feet are gone, my pores have disappeared, you know, my bags are gone, and my neck is getting tight. I mean, they say, how can I get more? And this was an accidental discovery. And if you think about it, some of the best things in life have been accidental discoveries. So this is how this came to be. And I'm telling you, this company has totally changed my life, totally, in the last couple of years that I've been in this company. When I first got in, the first week I got in, I made a list of 20 dreams I wanted out of this company, and I just dreamt big. And I don't even know what made me dream so big. I just had this gut feeling that this was the company that was going to change my life. And The first dream was I wanted to buy organic food. That was really dear to me. You know, I wanted to have really good food because it was so expensive. My first dreams were really, some of them were like just survival dreams, like pay off my dentist, pay off my credit card, pay off my doctor. I had all those dreams, and then they got nicer, like take the family to go see my mom to New York for Christmas, because my mom lived in New York. Take the whole family to Europe, like Italy and Spain, buy my mom a car, buy my son Matt a car. I mean, I had a list of some really fun dreams. My son was in school over in Singapore, getting his PhD in business, in international business, and he kept wanting me to come visit him. And I said to him, I don't have $2,000 for a ticket. I mean, I don't know how much it is now, but back then it was so ridiculous. $2,000 to fly to Singapore. And I just, you know, I wanted to go see him because I missed him so much, but I just didn't have the money. And let's see, what else were some other ones? I just had so many dreams and so many things I wanted Nerium to accomplish. And I'm telling you, I dreamt big. For the first time I was dreaming again. Nerium gave me hope for a better future. I mean, it's been a while since I've done any kind of dreaming or had. Okay, can you guys see me? Could you see me when someone was calling me? Anyway, so I will tell you, I jumped in, I rolled up my sleeves. I just start telling people the same thing over and over and over. I'm working with this company, and they're looking for two things: people that want to look younger, and people who want to make money endorsing the product and promoting it. That's all I said. Then I said, and I'd like to send you a video. What's your best, back then we had to email them. I go, what's your best email? And I would just send them a video. And in doing that, and I would always say too, I would always add, and by the way, in 8 months, I'll be making $8,000 a month, because that's what those two girls were doing. And I just kept saying that because I thought, if they could do it, I can do it. I don't know. I think when people heard me say anti-aging, and they heard me say new product, and they heard me say make money, nobody said to me, don't send me a video. Everyone said, yeah, sure, send me a video. And a lot of times when I'd call people back and I say, okay, what were you interested in? Were you interested in looking younger, or were you interested in maybe creating an additional stream of income for your family? I can't tell you how many people said to me, both. I want information on both. So I thought to myself, wow, this is a really fun business. This is going well. And so things did go well. I showed it to a couple of my friends when I first got on board. 3 of my friends got on board with me, and we just locked arms, and we just went, we just told everybody about it. The first year, just the 3 of us, out of our home, we kind of laugh. We say, with our laptop on our kitchen table, we made $100,000 a year, which, I'm not even sure if we expected that. I mean, I knew we were going to make money, but we weren't sure how fast. And I know my mom always says to me, can you believe what's happened to you? Because Nerium has totally changed my life. But I always say to her, can you believe what's happened to you? Because I was able to buy her car. I was able to, I was able to take her all over Europe. I was able to take her to Asia. I took her all her life. She wanted to go to Italy because she's Italian. I took her to Italy. I deposit. Here's the best part of all. I deposit $5,000 a month in her checking every month. I mean, that's a lot of money. But I feel, if you can't help your family and help them have a better life, who can you help? I mean, I help my brother. I help my kids. It's fun. Oh, and here's the latest. I have a grandson. I just got a grandson, and it's so fun to buy for him. I mean, it's so much fun. And here's another thing. Nerium to me means 2 things. One, first of all, it means that you can go and be with your loved ones when they need you, because you have the resources and the time. So you have time freedom. To me, that is so beautiful to have time freedom. So now, because of Nerium, I get to go to Portugal, every other month. So since July, I've gone to Portugal 3 times, because that's where my new grandson lives. And so I want to make sure he knows who his grandmother is. And this is all made compliments of Nerium, because if it wasn't for Nerium, number one, I wouldn't have the resources to fly to Portugal when I wanted to. And I certainly wouldn't have the time. And in my opinion, the best thing that Nerium has to offer, this is my opinion, is residual income. So what you're doing is you're building a network of people that just love a product. It's a lot of fun. You're showing people how to look younger. They feel better about themselves. They love their skin. When you can show someone how to look 10 or 15 years younger, believe me, they love you. And so that's all we're doing is showing people, educating them about a product they love, but also letting people who desire to have an additional income, let them know that these beautiful world-class anti-aging breakthrough products that are second to none, I mean, first to market, nobody has them, they're patented, they're backed by science. Just let people know that when they show people these products come with a wonderful, incredible financial opportunity attached to them. So I always tell people about both. I tell them about the products. I always let them know that this incredible financial opportunity, which in my opinion is the most incredible financial opportunity I've ever seen in my life. I believe Nerium is the #1 success story in America. And so because of me just telling people about that and educating people, I'm just telling you, my life has just changed. I've changed a lot of lives. But because people keep going, they fall in love with the product and they keep ordering it. This is an auto ship platform where people just keep ordering it every month. That's called residual income. You build that network and you can depend on that income month in and month out. And it's a beautiful thing because you've got that stability. I mean, it's like you're a rock star and you wrote a song and now you're getting royalties every month. And you can actually, take a month off, go to Europe and come back and still come back to a nice, beautiful paycheck. You can't do that in the corporate world. I mean, you have to be there. You don't have the residual income. Just when in the corporate world, if you stop working, you stop getting paid. But in Nerium, you can take some time off and still get paid. I was able to, last summer when my grandson was born, I was able to take 5 weeks off, be there for the birth, get to know him, have a lot of fun, get everybody situated, help out with the new mother for 5 weeks. And still that month my income not doubled, but it grew. So, I mean, it's like, I just think that stability and that security is what Nerium has to offer. Just build a network right now. You're just educating people about a beautiful product and a beautiful company that you can believe in that will stand behind you. And I'll tell you, it's the most fun I've ever had making money. And right now, Nerium is going to start into a new arena called wellness. So I just can't believe it because we've conquered the anti-aging world. I mean, we're already #1 in anti-aging. A few things that I'd like to mention, and then I'll wrap it up, is Nerium has done $1 billion in sales in less than 4 years. The only other 2 companies in the United States that have done that are Priceline and Groupon. So not only are we one of the fastest growing companies in the anti-aging arena, we're one of the fastest growing companies in any business in the United States. So that says a lot. And also, Nerium, last year in Inc. magazine, our night cream was voted #1 in the United States. That's third-party validation. That is so huge. You know what that did to our sales? Our sales just went through the roof. And here's another fun thing, and this might be one of the best parts of all, besides the night cream being #1, is that Nerium in 4 years has pumped out more $100,000 a year income earners than any other company in the United States. And they've also pumped out, last number I heard was 41 millionaires. I mean, no other company can say that. So you're in the right place at the right time. We're just now starting global expansion. We just went into Colombia last week. We're going to go into Europe the end of this year. But I'm excited about the health and wellness arena because that is actually a bigger arena than anti-aging. I mean, anti-aging is huge, but health and wellness is right up there. And that's going to be wonderful because once again, we're going to have products that are anti-aging breakthroughs. This is going to be now breakthroughs in the health and wellness arena that are backed by science, that are patented, that are first to market, that are things that people are going to want. So I'm just telling you, you're sitting in the right place at the right time. And if anybody wants to have a lot of fun, just really changing lives, changing your own life, changing a lot of other lives, just come on board. I want to welcome you to the Nerium family because you're going to love it here. So do we have any questions? Anybody? Brit-Simone, do you want to add anything?
Hey, thank you. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us. What I'll do is I'll sign us off and stop the recording, and then we can go into some Q&A. So Cindy Hafenbrack from Nerium International, thank you so much for your time, your personal testimonial. And we will have a recording of this. So if you want to share this with other prospects or other team members out there, please do. I will post the link. And for those that are looking at this for the opportunity, and I'm sure you'll have more questions because there's lots of layers to this, there's lots to learn, and we're certainly excited to welcome you to the Nerium family. But get back to the brand partner that invited you to see this video, and we will take good care of you and get you started on the right track. So thank you everyone for being here. Hold on.
Bye. Thank you.
Don't go away though. Hold on. Let me just